beautiful people. Julianne here of Julianne Annette Art. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. If you are new, I'd love it if you consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some Alice in Wonderland pages, actually. So we should be showing you an Alice in Wonderland book. So Jamie's Coloring Love, I believe, had this wonderful idea. And so it's called November Mad Tea Party, or Nov Mad Tea Party 2024. I'll put the hashtag up top because apparently I can't say it right. And so it's hosted by Jamie's Coloring Love, Meg's Coloring Corner, Doodle Robot 42, and myself. Sorry, I'm still sick, so I'm going to be coughing a little bit today, maybe. I'll try to do my best not to. Nov Mad Tea Party 2024. So it is coloring Alice in Wonderland pages. I often don't have pages to go with these themes, so I'm all for adding in your own element if you don't have an actual page. So I'm going to show you, this is actually the only actual Alice in Wonderland coloring book that I have that's barely a coloring book. I know it says classic coloring and removable coloring pages, but it's like the original art from the book. So it's not really, I mean, it's a coloring book, but not a traditional coloring book. Words are so hard sometimes, aren't they? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I have two stacks of books for you guys. So I have one stack that is actual Alice themed coloring pages. But then I've also pulled a stack of books that have pages that I think are have a nod to Alice or Wonderland or whatever that you could most definitely do to fit the tag, even though they're not technically Alice themed pages. So I'm going to do the actual Alice pages first, and then I'll show you guys the ones that are, like I said, not technically Alice in Wonderland, but I think they have enough of the vibe that they could count for it. So I'm going to take a small sip of coffee. And we're going to get going. So this is the classic coloring Alice in Wonderland 55 removable coloring plates. It is, the illustrator is John Tenniel, which I believe is the actual illustrator from the Lewis Carroll, but I don't know that for sure. I know it's like the old coloring books he's the illustrator of. How far old, I really don't have any clue. I don't want to do a proper flip through because it's like this pad and it's glue bound. And I'm really afraid that the pages are just going to start falling out if I flip through it properly. But as you can see, it's just all the traditional Alice pages. So I have a lot of plans for my own November coloring, so I'm not sure how many of these things I'd like to get to. I feel like I can absolutely get to a page out of here, though. And then hopefully I can get at least another page done from one of the books I'm going to show you. So yeah, lots of good stuff to color. Lots of stuff that's like this that, I don't know, you could have fun playing with the background and stuff too, right? So yeah, proper Alice coloring book. Okay, so that's that one. Like I said, this is the only actual Alice in Wonderland coloring book that I have. There's definitely a few on my wish list on Amazon, but I don't own any of them. I'm actually going to start with these, and I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. I suppose I could have zoomed you in for the Alice one as well, but it is what it is. So in Fierce and Fantasy Faces, Line Art and Grayscale, Pocket Size Coloring Book by Hannah Lynn, we have this one here. Is definitely like an Alice type page. She's got the drink me potion and the little rabbit ears and the little clock flamingo here. So that's definitely an Alice page. I think she's called something Alice even. Poker Alice she's called. So that is one page. I think I would probably do one of these pages from Hannah Lynn because they seem kind of easy to get through. So we have this, oh yeah, Hannah Lynn Enchanted Faces, also the pocket size edition. And so we have this one with Alice and the Cheshire Cat. I love this page. I think it's so cute. And then this one here technically is not an Alice page, but I feel like with the hat and the potion, she could pass for doing it as an Alice page. You could kind of make her like a little Mad Hatter or something. So that's kind of what I was saying about the ones that aren't really Alice, but they could pass for it. I haven't sorted my books by size, but I'm just gonna, just so that I'm not zooming all over the place, I'm gonna try to just get the ones that can have the same kind of camera frame for you guys. Okay, so next we have, this is a very new release, is manga art by the publisher is Lom Art, and so it's the Collateral Damage Studios team. So Jolene Yeo is that's who it's listed on Amazon as the illustrator. Super gorgeous art on this one. I also got it for a steal. It was like $7 and it's regular like a $25 book. So we have this super detailed Alice page. I love this page. I think it's so cool, and I really do love the art in this one. Not a chance I'll be getting to that one. It's a little much for my November is going to be mostly catching up. So anyway, Coloring Heaven Fantasy Mushrooms Special. It is by multiple artists, but this one here, I think I was on the fence for this page if I wanted to make it like a directly Alice or Alice adjacent, but with the caterpillar actually smoking his pipe, I feel like that qualifies as actual Alice. So this is by Nikolenko Ekaterina. I apologize if I've mispronounced that. And next we have Fantasy Nouveau by Herb Leonard, don't know. And we have this beautiful double page spread. At first I didn't know if it was Alice, but we have the hair, and he has his pocket watch, and we have the little hat. So I think it is definitely supposed to be an Alice related tea party. So that one, I think that's a gorgeous one. And so Disney Summer of Love, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit more. So this is the Art Therapy Grand Block Summer of Love, and we have this super cute Alice page with the talking flowers, and this one, and I'm going to be honest, it's been a really long time since I've seen the movie, so I don't know who they are. I have just started reading the actual book. Literally last night I started reading it, but I think I haven't read it. Like, I think my mom read it to me when I was a kid, but other than that, I haven't read it since then. So a lot of it is just pretty foggy in my memory. But I feel like this is a perfect time to refresh my memory. Next we have this Japanese one. I believe it's like Disney Traveling. It's by Mook Boutique. There's not an actual illustrator name. It's just Mook Boutique. So there's a few Alice pages in this one. This one where she's falling down the rabbit hole, which is a really cool double page spread. There goes the rabbit there. And then we have this one in Wonderland with the Cheshire Cat. It looks like the two pages are like what am I trying to say? Kind of like it's been drawn. I mean, it looks hand drawn to me, but then it was like put digitally because it's the same mushroom here, but the cat's on top of it here and Alice is there, but here the cat's there and Alice is there upside down. So it's a little bit repetitive, but it still looks very hand drawn. So like I said, I think it's just uploaded digitally. I don't know why I need to call these things out, but it is a little bit of a repetitive scene, but I think it's super cute and I think it'd be fun. And then also at the back of the book, they have these little postcards. And so there's just this cute little postcard at the back as well. That's Alice, which might be a more approachable type book. And then we have another Disney book here. I'm going to zoom you back in. So this is the art therapy, the Le Grand Carré, big squares, boule de pois. And so it's funny, I had ordered this boule de pois and the Diane Dufour boule de pois at the same time, and so they were both on their way to me, and I just thought it was funny that I was waiting for two copies of the same one. Well, same name, totally different books. Anyway, we have this with Alice and her little cat Dinah with the daisy chain crown she made her, which is adorable. And we have this one here of the Cheshire Cat. Yeah. So that's boule de pois. And then Erie, this is World Heritage, A Journey Through Time by Erie. And there is this page here that is most definitely Alice asleep with her book, and we have the there's the Cheshire Cat. I mean, this also kind of looks like the Wicked Witch, but this is definitely the Cheshire Cat and the creepy caterpillar on his mushroom smoking. So yeah. So that was World Heritage. Next we have Nulko Neko, A Story of Precious Cats. And this book has a lot of Alice pages, actually. So we have, I'm going to zoom you out a little bit so that you can see them, because there's a lot of double page spreads in it. I can go back in a little bit. Sorry about the zooming. I do try not to be going back and forth so much. I know it does make some people a little bit motion sick. Okay, yeah, I think that'll do. So we have this Mad Hatter kitten teacup we have this one here that is like one of the Queen's men. I don't know what they're called. And we have the clock there, a little timepiece. This one here, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Alice, but her in her little dress on the mushrooms definitely gives me Alice vibes. And considering how many other Alice themed pages there are in this book, I wouldn't be surprised if it is intended to be Alice. And then we have our little kitten with the Eat Me cake and the Queen of Hearts card here. And this amazing double page spread of the tea party. Zoom you back out just a hair to make sure you get it all. Like, this is an amazing double page spread. I absolutely love it. This book is definitely one that I'm afraid to work in. Not afraid, but you know, we want to do our best in our nice books, and the art in this is just so beautiful. So next we have Fairy Tales by Emily Lydhall Oberg. I apologize if that's not how you say it. I'm going to zoom back in just a hair. So in this one we have the Alice page. This one here is an Alice page with the Drink Me potion and her legs. I assume that's when she's gotten very tall, and the caterpillar and a teacup and the flamingo and a little playing card. So definitely an Alice page, definitely a different take on an Alice page, but an Alice page nonetheless. And in Spirit Animals by Hannah Carlson, we have this double page spread, and again the Queen of Hearts and the White Rabbit definitely makes me think this is a nod to Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, that's that one in Spirit Animals by Hannah Carlson. And I did have another small one I should have shown. Okay, in there's obviously a few mythographics. I think Joseph Cattenbang likes Alice in Wonderland, because I notice all of the pages that are Alice in Wonderland, either proper Alice in Wonderland or the Alice in Wonderland adjacents, but all of the mythographics that I have to show you, I'm pretty sure, are Joseph Cattenbang. So this one is a proper Alice page. Did I say Labyrinth? It's in Labyrinth by Joseph Cattenbang. And so, yeah, we have the crazy caterpillar with his pipe and the Alice and the White Rabbit there. This would be a fun, trippy page to color. And then in Mythographic Wild Winter, also by Joseph Cattenbang, we have this one here, and it's the White Rabbit, and of course it says White Rabbit here, and it says Lewis there and Alice. So if there was any question if it's supposed to be Alice or not, it is. And then this one also has the lantern. So, you know, if you're doing the mythographic scavenger hunt that Rachel Colors and Crafts and myself host, this page would do for that as well. So it's a 2-for-1, and it's super cute. So that is Wild Winter by Joseph Cattenbang. And then we have one more proper Alice in Wonderland page. It is Dark Art by Francois Gauthier, a horror coloring book. So if you don't like horror, maybe skip ahead a couple shots. There's, I think, 2 pages in here. I'm going to show you the Alice page first. It is kind of gory, so like I said, skip ahead a couple if you don't want to see it. But it is this Mad Hatter, and he's got the Cheshire Cat eating the rabbit. So it is kind of gross, it is kind of gory, but it's definitely Alice in Wonderland. And then there's also this queen. It's technically a queen of spades, but again, the queen card always makes me think of Alice in Wonderland. So I think you could definitely do a page like that as well. So that's it for the dark art, for the creepy stuff for the time being. There will be another creepy page, but I'll warn you about it. So that is the stack of actual Alice pages, and I'm going to take it and move it. Don't have as much space as I used to on my old desk, so I kind of have to move things around a little bit. So just give me 1 second. Hey, Edit Julianne here. I just wanted to pop in quickly to mention the new Disney Thomas Kincaid coloring book is coming out on November 12th and has the Alice in Wonderland Tea Party on the cover. So that would be a perfect page to include as well if you're going to be getting that book. So I meant to mention it during the video, but then I forgot. So. Okay, so we are still on mythographics because I felt like just getting them all out of the way. So there is actually one more, what am I looking at here? Okay, I'm just trying to get myself organized here. There is going to be one more creepy one, but it's not nearly as bad. So this is the mythographic menagerie. This is Fabiana Attanasio. I totally lied when I said they were all Joseph Kattenbang. There's 3 Joseph Kattenbangs and 3 not him. So this is menagerie. And so these are the ones that, like I said, they're not actual proper Alice in Wonderland pages, but they are pages that have enough of a nod to Wonderland that I feel like they could totally pass for a Wonderland page, because sometimes you don't have a proper Alice in Wonderland page, and we want you to still be able to participate in the tag. My coffee goes from being the perfect temperature, or being too hot, and skips right past the perfect temperature to being too cold. So in Menagerie, we have this page here of the rabbits in the teapots. And I think they're kind of like little jackalopes because they have the little horns. But rabbits in teapots is totally enough of a Wonderland thing for me. So yeah, I think they could definitely pass for a Mad Tea Party. Next, again, Fabiana Attanasio, Dream Garden. And this one is, so this is the chess and the roses, and in not Alice in Wonderland, but in Alice Through the Looking Glass, there's like the chess board, and I think the chess game kind of plays a part early on. So that's what it reminds me of Alice. And the roses totally just give that that Wonderland vibe with the Queen's garden, you know, the rose bush. So this one is Shangri-La by Alessandra Fusi, and this one here, where she's falling, just makes me think of Alice falling down the rabbit hole. I know it doesn't really look anything like the rabbit hole, but you could still make her look like Alice. So that's that one. And then Voyage by Joseph Kattenbang. So this one here, again with the teapot and the teacups, makes me think of the Tea Party Gone Awry. And green one is tagged for something else. Then this one here, with the creepy caterpillar roller coaster. The caterpillars just remind me of the caterpillar with this creepy little face. Reminds me of the caterpillar from Wonderland. So that's why I pulled that one. It's a bit of a stretch, maybe. So then we have Nightmare Cabaret by Fausto Bianchi. It's a Mythagoria. It is not super gory. If you feel like looking away, you can look away for a moment. But this, the Queen of Hearts, she's a queen. She's stabbing a heart. So it does give me Alice in Wonderland vibes. A little bit, just because she's the Queen of Hearts. So yeah, there's that one. Nightmare Cabaret. And then and Kaleidomorphia. And so then Kaleidomorphia by Kirby Roseanne is one of his compilation books of his Morphia books. So this is the page that I've tagged because it's got the crown and the roses, and again really gives me the Queen of Hearts kind of vibe. I believe this comes from the Phantomorphia book, which would then be in the Wondermorphia book. But I'm not 100% sure of that. But that gave me Queen of Hearts vibes. And then we have Romantic Country, the first tale by Erie. And this little double page spread here, just because it's a tea party, it's Welcome to Fancy Afternoon Tea. So it's not particularly mad. I think you could certainly, there's a lot of space to add elements to make it more of a mad tea party. You could draw a little white rabbit somewhere if you wanted to. But I feel like it's the tea party aspect should make it qualify. And then I have Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. And so I think this one with this little white rabbit, he's just holding a lantern, but you could draw him a little pocket watch. You could make him kind of Wonderland-ish. A lot of her, her nature has a kind of fantastical element as well, so I think it could pass for Wonderland-ish. And then this one here, particularly like even the double page spread together, because the crown makes me think of the Queen, and then the rabbit has the crown, and so yeah, it just kind of, this feels like it's a bit of a nod to Wonderland to me. Not super Alice-ish, but I do feel like it's the nod to Wonderland. And then the last one that I have to show you is mine Winter Spaziergang by Rita Berman, which is my winter, I think it's my winter stroll. I don't know if it's a stroll or a walk, but I feel like it's a stroll. So this page here, this lovely double page spread, that's kind of a double page spread, but kind of not, because like these two sides don't really connect. The top connects, but these two don't really connect. But this part here, where we have the little rabbit and the little teapot and teacup, again, to me, this feels like a little bit of a nod to Alice in Wonderland. I could be wrong, could be just me, but yeah, the teacup, teapot, and little rabbit makes me think Wonderland. Or like I said, just a little bit of a nod to it. So that's actually everything that I have to show you. Like I said, I don't actually have a ton of books. I went through everything that I had. I even have like a fairy tale book that I thought might have something, but it didn't have a single thing in it. As I've mentioned before, not all of my books are here, so I probably have left behind a couple books that do have Alice, but that is what it is. It's not a big deal. They'll eventually work their way back to me. So the hashtag again is Novemad Tea Party 2024. And yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody's pages. There's going to be some more videos coming out. I think Jamie has come up with some questions, like a tag, questions tag. So look forward to those videos coming out. And then I know Jamie and Meg and probably Doodle Robot are also going to be doing their videos with the pages that you can color. So yeah, there should be some fun stuff coming out. I would like to at least get to, you know, a couple of these pages that I've shown you today. I don't know how much I will be able to get to. November is a lot of catching up from October plans that I didn't get to, and a couple buddies that have been neglected up until now. So my November card is full, but I'm also not, yeah. Hopefully I can get some of these done. I know I'm at least going to get 1 or 2 done, but we'll see what I get done. Anyway, I'll keep this here for you to look at. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me, and be kind to yourselves out there. Bye-bye.